7. Alright. And the first bag to be ripped open this year. What's that one? Agriculture smell. Well, okay, there you go. And that's how I load seed. Hey everybody, soybean farmer. Well, I'm just enjoying riding along on my little Ford 4000 tractor and enjoying a good cigar. I've been going at this since about 7 o'clock this morning, and I'm at the easy part now. To keep things lined up, all I really got to do is keep that front tire in that tire mark left by the last pass of the planter. It just worked out. I was blessed that way, so I really don't need a row marker when I'm in cut dirt like that, so I've got a tire mark to follow. But I'm planting this field on a diagonal, so it makes for a long ride when you go that way. And I thought this thing through and realized that once things would line up for me, I could actually go from this field to the little 2-acre field on the other side of the meta strip and not have to do a bunch of turning around. So I went down there first and planted the areas that stick out funny, like you see that patch of trees. The old house used to be there and there's a well in there, but I planted those areas and got it lined up to where it's going to even out right there with the trees. And what I'm doing here is a strange turn because I don't want to mess up this grass in here, work too hard to make this grass. So I'm just going up here where I got enough room to turn around and get turned around here and then head back the other way. I nipped the corner right there just a little bit, but that's okay. And get lined up and go across the field again. I'll be back in a minute and I'll talk about how well this worked out for me. At this point I've stopped and looked at it and realized, yep, I can make it now. It does line up. So I started right on across. Now you can see the planter marks. I've turned it the other way because that's the best way to do it. You know, it's going to work out. Combine don't care. And this other side behind this cluster mess here, you can see I've already planted that where it sticks out. And all I got to do is pick up my front wheel on that planter mark and follow it on over. So I ended up getting about 7 acres. This field I'm in right now measures right at 2 acres, and the larger field on the other side of the grass meadow strip that I'm planting on the diagonal, it measures just a little over 5 acres. So getting out here last night with the chisel plow to break up the hard spots, and then getting out here early this morning with the offset until the bearing locked up in it, and then I just switched over to the John Deere BW and kept on rolling. But I was able to get all this took care of and fixed, and now I'm out here planting it. And this little trick I'm doing right here, I'm trying to keep from messing up the driveway. I messed it up one year. My wife was not too happy about that. So pull out here, back up, make a gentle turn without locking up any brakes, and get back on line and take off back across here. When I went in for lunch, the weatherman was talking about starting to rain, so I said, oh no. I was kind of looking at the clouds all around me, but it never rained. I got everything I wanted to do done today. Even got things put up like they're supposed to be, nothing left laying around. But I did, you know, if I can see next year to where I'm going to have 2 days back to back with dry ground and no rain coming in, this is the new way that I'll be planting this field from now on. I just treat these 2 fields as one field and roll right on across this meadow strip here and save myself all that turning around that I was doing. You can see right in there the lines from planting it that way. And finally I got to where I could just roll right on through here. I'd pick up the drill when I got to the edge and drop it a couple of feet before I was coming in.
Rock. Big one. Whoa, had to come out. Please stay right there, Rock, until I get back down to the tree line. Thank you. May as well get that one. Rock sticking up like that, if you're not paying attention with the combine, you can tear a cutter bar all to pieces. Even though it's not necessarily a big rock, it's still a rock. Oh. Maybe you'll ride there. Probably not. Put you up here with me. I can keep an eye on you. There. Okay. Now with a grain drill, when you stop dead like I just did, it'll make a mess. So, pick up the drills and back up about 3 feet. And you can keep from making a mess. What kind of bugs are on me? Bugs, go get a life. Bye. Alright. Gear. Alright. Get rid of the rocks. First rock. Rock, you go over here and live by this tree. You'll have a nice life there. Yeah, stop right on it. And that, go live there. All right, big rock, you get a new home. Over there. Enjoy your new life. That thing was heavy. This field, let's see if this will zoom over there. Nah, the lay of the ground's messing it up. If you can see that little fine line of green, that's the grass meadow strip. And there's a 2-acre piece on the other side. I got all that planted. And let's see if we get back out and zoom. From down there at that corner, you can see the tire tracks. Let's see if I can zoom in on that. Yeah, that's pretty good. Alright, down there at the corner of the field, from that corner, all the way out across here, I got planted. What I'm looking at now is this triangle piece right here. We decided to change this field up and plant rows on a diagonal across what's a rectangular, kind of an L-shaped field. And this out here won't too bad. In fact, I got the bright idea right about down there when things started matching up with that field. I started just going across that meadow strip. Real proud of that. That saved me a bunch of tight turns that I used to do for 17 years. But anyhow, I'd go all the way to that far tree line over there and turn around and then come back across the meadow strip and then set the diagonal over here on this field. This field, I'm sitting on top of the hill. It slopes off down that way and then it slopes off back here down that way. Always before I started down there and went back and forth just, you know, on the rectangular planting pattern. But last year's monsoon come in here, 5 inches of rain right after I had planted. It washed a bunch of dirt from right about there all the way down to that meadow strip. Made a mess of it. Hoping that putting this on the diagonal, I saw it when I disked it on the diagonal. We had a couple of rains, had a lot of rain, and I didn't have any dirt down there. And turning it this way made it go nice and slow. But I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I don't have any headland over there. And telephone pole. So I don't know how I'm going to make the turns. I'm probably just going to start the turn before I actually leave the field. I kind of hate that. But let's get it planted and see what happens.